Welcome into another special edition of New Track Record Podcast. Caleb Hatch with you. Joining us now on the guest line, a special guest, a driver who qualified with the second fastest time overall in Indianapolis 500 history. It is Benjamin Pedersen, who's starting in the middle of row number 4, driving the Sexton Properties A.J. Foyt Enterprises Chevrolet. First off, Benjamin, thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Caleb. Yeah, very exciting month and can't wait for the week ahead.
So let's go back to last weekend, which was also very, very exciting. Your cars rolled off the truck very, very fast. And to do what you did, not just, I think, what people saw on the practice session on Sunday, but also to go back out there and qualify the car, challenge in the Fast 12. Was this beyond what you were expecting going into your first Indianapolis 500?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we rolled off with really fast cars, and right after the GMR Grand Prix, when we started practice, it really showed, and we could tell we had a really good car. So it's kind of from that moment, it was more so confirmed that we had a good car, because I could see how well the car was prepared and how much effort had gone into it. And yeah, the whole month, the car has just been a complete rocket ship for both team cars here, making it into the Fast 12. And yeah, very humbling to have the second fastest ever 4-lap average. And then we also got the 1-lap fastest ever. So very, very special to do it for a team like A.J. Foyt Racing and to have his presence here. And I'm also wearing the A.J. Foyt tribute suit from the 80s, which is just a very, very special feeling.
Yeah, I'll get to more on that in a bit because I want to kind of ask your opinion on that. But I talked with Santino Ferrucci the other day, and I want to ask you the same question. When was the moment that you knew that these cars had this kind of speed?
I would say from practice 1, that's kind of when it was confirmed, and especially when we started doing qual runs, Fast Friday, etc. It was just like, holy cow, these things are fast. And yeah, just pretty humbling to be a part of such a good team and having such a good car for my first ever time here, having out-qualified some of the top teams that possibly exist in IndyCar, the Penske's, the Andretti's, and yeah, the fact that we both made it into the Fast 12 is just very, very special.
You mentioned how well this team qualified, beating out all the Penske's, all the Andretti's, all the Ray Hall cars. This is really a testament, though, to your engineering department. And Michael Cannon coming in, a guy who had worked with your teammate Santino Ferrucci in the past at a different team. How much of a difference has he made in getting the maximum speed out of these cars over the last week or so?
Yeah, I mean, huge testament to Michael's input from joining the team here in the new year. To be honest, though, it's just such a huge team effort. Obviously, Michael oversees both cars, and I have an engineer, and Santino has an engineer. So it's really a huge team effort. You know, you can have a very fast setup, but if the car isn't prepared to the full potential of a fast Indy 500 car, then, you know, the setup can only do so much, and vice versa. So you really need to have both things. So the mechanics did a fantastic job with preparation. And then, yeah, Michael, just from a engineering side, helping lead the other engineers to the right path. But to be honest, you know, everyone from the engineering side is just super, super bright, bringing up great ideas, definitely new ideas to Michael as well. And they deserve a lot of credit for the speed that we've had. So it's just a true team effort.
You had a practice session earlier this week after qualifying. You were 8th fastest. How do you feel about your race car going into not only Carb Day on Friday, but obviously in Sunday's 107th running of the Indy 500?
Yeah, I mean, the car is feeling really good. Practice yesterday was all race running, doing, you know, close to full stint, if not a little bit past it. And our speed is very strong. Our fall off is not bad at all. So just making minor adjustments, but we have a very good car, and ultimately just really looking forward to the big show on race day.
So several things are going to be obviously unique and different on race day. Have you been warned about the aerial bombs going off to open the track and how much different turn 1 looks going in with a full grandstand compared to an empty one?
Yeah, I mean, everything is a first for me being a rookie. So every day, every special event, Fast Friday, Carb Day coming up, it's my first time experiencing it. So everything is a first for me right now during the month of May, and just super excited to embrace the atmosphere and this whole race.
As the fastest rookie, you got to take part in the Indiana Dairy Association Fastest Rookie Luncheon. Did you have the chance to milk a cow, and how did that go?
Yeah, it's a great question. I did milk the cow. It was my first time ever doing it, and it was funny. I woke up this morning seeing on my calendar that I had to go to this luncheon, but I knew milking a cow would be a part of that, but I saw that the location was at the IMS Pavilion. So I was very confused with having to milk a cow like there. I had in my head that it would be at a farm. So I double-checked, and fair enough, when I got there was a cow at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So I was just kind of starstruck with that. But, yeah, very cool experience.
You grew up in Copenhagen and Denmark for your early years and then spent most of your childhood and teenage years in Seattle. So is this your first time really being around a cow?
It's funny you say that. So, obviously, originally from Denmark, grew up in Seattle, now living in Indianapolis. I was talking to one of the main owners of the actual farm where the cows are producing the milk, and they have 3 different species of cow, species of cow there, and one of them originates from Denmark. So it was just a funny thing to put together, and he has a lot of cows from that certain breed of cow from Denmark. So that was funny.
Were you able to request, your milk to be from that specific cow?
No, just the milk preference, but not that specific cow. But yeah, just an amazing tradition.
Are you a whole milk guy or a 2% guy?
Growing up, I drank 2% my whole life. So that is my pick, but I definitely appreciate a good glass of whole milk. But just staying true to myself and what I've drank most of my life, that's why I picked 2%. So yeah, I know everyone has different choices, what they like, but that would be a dream come true to win the race and have that.
So you mentioned earlier your special fire suit. But also, before that, let's talk about your car, because you have the iconic Coyote Red on the race car, plus you pair that in with an iconic fire suit. It's a tribute to your team owner, A.J. Foyt. I mean, this is just a really cool entry in this year's race to have not one, but those 2 very specific tributes to a legend.
Yeah, super, super special. And obviously to have the success that we've had this month and to be able to, like you said, drive the Coyote Red car and have the A.J. Foyt tribute suit from the 80s is just amazing experience. And I think the fans are definitely find it very cool as well and have received a lot of support for that. So, yeah, just a very special feeling and an amazing team to be a part of.
Now, you're in your first year in IndyCar as a rookie, looking for kind of some of your top results as you're moving on throughout the season. How much has the last week and change done for your confidence as an IndyCar driver?
Yeah, it's just helped so much when you have a very good car underneath you, especially on the ovals. So confidence is feeling really good. Qualifying, arguably the biggest qualifying of my career, I was very calm, the calmest I've ever been for any oval qualifying, even in junior formula. So, yeah, it just helps when you have a very good car underneath you. And, but definitely a nice confidence boost for this whole month and the rest of the season.
So you like to do a lot of outdoor sports, talking about stuff away from the track, golf, pickleball, soccer, and in particular skiing, mountain biking, snowmobiling, dirt biking. Have you been able to do any of that living now in Indianapolis or at least get out during the winter?
It's funny. Even here in the bus lot this year, we set up a pickleball court, and we have a tournament tomorrow night with a lot of the drivers. there's a money on the board, winner takes all, and it's just funny how that comes all the way to the paddock here for IndyCar racing. So yeah, loving all the extracurricular activities, and cool to be able to play pickleball in the bus slot here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Who is the driver to beat for that? Is there a favorite?
It's teams of two. So it's, we've been playing last night all the way till like 11:30. We'll play tonight. I'm together with Kyle Kirkwood. I know Joseph Newgarden and Alex Palou are on a team. You got, who else is out there? You got Colton Herta and Scotty Mack on the team. So it's honestly pretty evenly paired. So it'll be a fun tournament.
Is Newgarden as good as he is at pickleball as he claims to be at ping pong?
Good question. I haven't played him in ping pong, but I beat him 11-1 in a singles game yesterday, so I think that was a pretty good victory. Not that we're competitive or anything or keeping track, but yeah, it's a good camaraderie.
Yeah, you bring up a great point about IndyCar drivers. So they're very competitive, obviously, on the track. But it's not just on the track stuff. It's the off-track stuff. What is something off-track that you feel like you're just as competitive as you are in racing?
I mean, I honestly feel bad for the people that weren't playing with us if they were sleeping in their motorhomes, because there was a lot of frustration coming out of the drivers if the play didn't go to the plan. And it was like 11 at night, and it was just a lot of passion on the court. So everyone is very competitive, and it's very fun to be a part of.
Driving for A.J. Foyt, what's it been like, and is there a particular story or anecdote that he's told that's really stuck with you?
Yeah, he shared a lot of stories. He's there super early in the morning every day, just like us, and there's too many to share, but he's definitely had some good insight as well, and yeah, it's just very, very special to have his presence here.
Benjamin Pedersen, fastest rookie in the field, starting 11th in Sunday's 107th running of the Indianapolis 500. Good luck on Sunday, Benjamin.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks to Benjamin Pedersen for joining us as he is set to take part in his first Indianapolis 500. If you like what you heard, we'd love for you to join us. You can learn more at newtrackrecordpodcast.com. While you're there, you can sign up for the email list. It is free to subscribe. You'll never miss an episode or any special announcements we make. Plus, you can check out our store. We have t-shirts and stickers for sale there. On social media, look for us on Twitter and Instagram. IndyCar Podcast, the handle. On Facebook, search for New Track Record. You can also support us via Patreon, patreon.com/New Track Record. Xavier, Rob, Stitch, and others, thank you so much for your support, and you can join them starting at just $1 a month. And as always, you can listen to us for free on your favorite podcasting platform, Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon, what have you, all for free. Thanks for joining us for another special edition of New Track Record Podcast.
Podcasts by Federated Media.